Well.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
Ain't that something? And I'm back with our Oxy Shred.
Gummy snacky. Oh, snake. So you pronounce the A with the E at the end.
Aaron.
Snake. Aaron.
Balake with my
what?
Balake. Balake? No, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted, man.
I'm not going to. Welcome back to the Split Shift podcast, where we cut through the bullshit and the noise of the fitness industry. My name's Jamie.
My name's Dan.
We're your hosts.
Apparently.
Anyway,
let's do this. We are back for a new episode.
Whoa.
Feels good.
What are we doing?
We're doing the thing. We've got speed run.
Delicious.
Big speedy run.
Love the speed. Love some speed.
And I love running.
Oh yeah. Put it together. You got a speed run.
And you got a speed run.
With a split shift potty.
With your I can't. What is wrong with it? Doesn't matter.
With your special friends.
With my special
friends.
With your snacky.
I don't think we've sworn yet. Fuck. Sorry. I don't think we swore the whole time.
Just gotta get that out of there.
Fuck.
You know what that reminds me of is that when we were when we go to the snow, as soon as we get down or go on top of the slope, our job is to be able to make sure our initial goal is let's go fuck ourselves up a little bit just so we can get the nerves out. That's like we're swearing.
No, it's actually
with the
true.
podcast. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, Yep, let's go.
Let's do this.
All right, what are we talking about?
We're doing a speed run. We have 3 points each and
baked potato.
Here we go. And the topic of discussion is why do I crave a new plan every time things get hard?
Oh man, I just started craving a new plan. Do you get it?
Yeah. Nice.
It's an erection joke.
Nice. No, we have 3 points each. We're going to be expanding on this. Why do I crave a new plan every time things get hard? Which 100% is very common. Things are hard. Things don't work. People just want to jump to the next thing and all that type of stuff. So if you're, been down there, fuck this, fuck the gym doesn't work. I'm going to go do Pilates now. Whatever like that. Tune in.
Very true. In case you haven't noticed,
nothing wrong with it.
Everything that we talk about is very common. Why we talk about it? Because it's fucking common.
It's very common.
Extremely common. Anyway, we're phones out for this one.
Yeah.
We have a couple points each. Like we just said, I don't know why to turn my volume up so I could see it better. That's exactly what I just did. I'm like, Anyway, we got 2 minutes, so I better start. So what I'm going to talk about today, why you crave a new plan every time things get hard is you're addicted to the dopamine of starting again. You get this dopamine hit. You're starting a new plan. It's all exciting. You feel like you're actually making progress because things move fast in the first few weeks. You start keto. Holy fuck, you start keto, you're dropping 5 kilos in the first couple of days. It's very exciting. As soon as you go through that for a few weeks, the excitement fades. The excitement fizzles out a little bit and shit becomes hard. Then when it becomes hard, you stop seeing as much progress because you're not doing as much, because you start missing the little things here and there. And then the progress starts to slow down. Then you're like, fuck, it's not working anymore. Jump on the new thing. So you start trying to start again every time. It stops being fun every time that dopamine piece runs out. It's like if you got a crack in your wall, you just keep painting over it every time. You just keep painting over that fucking crack. It's not actually fixing the crack. The crack's not going anywhere. The crack's going to keep showing through that paint until you actually uncover it and patch that crack. I want you to patch your crack.
Patch the crack.
Patch the crack, please. Okay, so what that means is do the deep work. Continue on with the plan. Once you have a plan, make sure you follow through with it to completion, whatever that looks like for you. Make sure you are aligned with the plan. Make sure it is appropriate for your goals and your lifestyle and whatever you want to do long term. Don't just follow Jenny's plan like we speak about all the fucking time, because fuck Jenny. Unless your name's Jenny, then I love you for watching. Thank you very much. But you need to make sure that you do follow through to completion. Don't jump across as soon as it gets hard just because it's not as exciting anymore. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Makes
You want to feel that crack, fix what's actually going wrong. There is a reason why we are the way we are right now. And jumping from plan to plan every time it stops being sexy, it's not going to get you anywhere. If anything, it's actually going to make your relationship with this area of your life so much worse. You become addicted to seeing. Sorry, I really could have kept running with that. You get addicted to making those changes, which is exactly what the topic is, right? You get addicted to jumping to the new thing because it's fucking exciting. Back to the start, back to the first point. That's it.
Very nice. Well, we're out of the gate.
That was a long 2 minutes.
You got a lot done.
Fuck,
you got a lot done
really fast.
I think so. I don't really.
I'm going to watch this back and be like...
I agree with...
Snoopy or Peanuts or whatever it is, or the fucking dude with the... Anyway.
I think, yeah. Anyway, I'm not
Probably
that
after your time.
old.
Yeah, I was about to say. Probably after your time.
Jeez. I agree with everything that you just said. Addiction, right? Comes in different forms. Anything with you starting a new job, it's exciting at first. The novelty wears out. You start a new plan, gets exciting, wears out. Anything new. So a relationship is really exciting. Puppy love stage starts to fizzle out, or starts to change.
What'd you call it?
Puppy love.
Oh, puppy love.
What do you
I think you call it like puppadom.
Puppadom.
You guys start going out for Indian. It's really
Which
cute.
is 100% true. I would be doing that. We'd love some
Not on
puppadom.
the first date. Definitely not on the first date.
Definitely not on
No
the first
Indian or Mexican on the first date,
Yeah.
just in case.
That's like the fourth date, maybe. Maybe stick to a coffee and a walk.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it comes in all forms. So when you're jumping onto that first thing and fizzle out and like it's not working, especially if it's something extreme, challenges, keto, when you're seeing drastic changes, that expectations there, and that when that wears out and you fall into a stagnant period, just like it's not working, next thing, jump ship.
Yes.
We don't want that.
Whittlery.
I like that.
Next.
My one, funnily, about dopamine is, hang on. I ate before, and it's probably the worst thing I've ever done on it. I've never eaten before an episode, and I feel so sick right now. 3, 2, 1. You're chasing novelty because it feels easier than facing the discomfort of consistency. Pretty much very similar to what Jamie was saying, is that you are chasing that novelty again, that dopamine hit, but it's because you don't enjoy or you don't like facing the discomfort of consistency. Consistency is boring. It's basic. It's typical. It's doing the dirty work. It's the little things that you're showing up every single day that compounds over time. You know this. We know this. This is how you get results long-term and big results. That 20 kilos, that lifestyle change, that showing up as a better person. It's all about doing consistency, but it's not fucking sexy at all. So similarly, following off that is basically just following off Jamie's one before, is that you're going back to that novelty, back to that really new, shiny object. It's something that's really exciting. That I've got, that looks really cool. Let's go do that. I'm going to do carnivore now. I'm going to go do keto now. It's probably going to work. I'm going to go do 75 hard. That's awesome. Do 365 medium maybe instead. But
I like that.
thanks, man. I did not claim that. I heard that online. That was funny. But the consistency side is boring, and it's real, and it can feel boring. So you have to be able to embrace the boringness of consistency. So how do we do that? Let's reframe what consistency actually means to you. Think of it more as like a skill. Think of it more like a skill rather than you're just trying to grind through something. So you think of it like, I have to be consistent. I have to do this thing. I have to go. I'm going to fucking hustle. It's not really necessarily have to be like that. Treat it like it's a skill. You're going to have consistent moments. Things are going to slow down. You're going to learn from it. You're going to get consistent again, slow down. But your baseline is going to be improving over time. So think of it as a skill. You're learning something as you're going along. So you're adopting this new way of thinking. I'm learning as I'm being more consistent, which will happen. You'll fail, learn, get consistent again. Fuck. The other one is, so get comfortable and reframe with consistency. How do you make it work for you? And another way we do that is the relevance of what you're doing. Make sure it's more relevant to what you actually give a fuck about. Have good reasons, have deep reasons that aligns with your values and stuff like that. So you're staying on path, you have purpose with your goals. So you're not just jumping to the next shiny object for weight loss. You're focusing on this version of who you want to become. You have compelling reasons to back it up and following that plan through, your consistent happens because that's going to help you push through on your bad days. That's my 2.5 minutes. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Fuck.
It's 2 minutes, man.
That was not 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes is actually.
That's the whole game.
2 minutes is 4 times faster than what I'm used to anyway.
Do what I do. Just double speed. 2x.
Yeah.
2x speed.
Get a speed a bit like a Sims character or some shit like that.
2x speed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's your thoughts on that, by the way?
My thoughts? I agree. Moving on.
Thanks.
I think you should fucking make a chess move.
Cheers.
That's what I think. No, I do agree. Like, yeah, 100%. Learn, grow, achieve. Let's do it. Okay, so.
The fuck is this?
This is a chess board. Chessboard. All right, well, anyway, we just made a little chess move. So, my next point, we might need to scrub that a little bit.
Yeah.
Where we're at, 11 minutes.
Spotify's like, the fuck?
Like, what is happening here?
It's walking.
What is going on? All right, so just going to keep reiterating the question. Why you crave a new plan every time things get hard? Why you crave a new plan every time things get hard is that you don't trust that the slow progress is actually working. Boom.
Nice.
When you are doing the thing properly, it is tedious. You're being consistent and showing up. You're going to go to the gym, potentially. The weight on the thing on the bench press or whatever you're doing, that won't consistently increase. It can incrementally, but you have weeks or days where it's going the wrong way. Same deal with your body weight. You're going to jump on the scales, it's going to be dropping. It could be going up. It's going to fluctuate. Who fucking knows? But you're still showing up every day. So you seem like internally, you want to be able to see that immediate result. You're looking for sustainable results on an unsustainable timeline. Let me repeat that. You want to see sustainable results, but you're using an unsustainable or unrealistic timeline to achieve those results. That's going to end in fucking disaster. Because as soon as you have that time frame, you want this goal that's up here, but you're given a time frame where you can only get to here. As soon as you don't get to here in the time frame that you've allotted, you're going to be jumping to the new thing. You'll be like, this isn't fucking working. Let's try something else. You're jumping from ship to ship to ship to ship to see what actually works, but you've never given anything enough of a crack to actually see the physical results. You are basing your results off things that are going to take a bit longer. You know, if you are doing it the right way, it will take longer unless you're under strict adherence and guidance. Does that make sense? 100% blinders on, which will not take into account the rest of your life. So it is actually a lot harder to just nut it out, drop the weight or whatever you're trying to do, and then fix it from there. That's actually much more difficult than doing it slowly and doing it properly. Does that make sense? So yeah, you're trying to get results that you want for a lifetime in a short period of time, and that's never going to fucking work. So what you need to do is change what your wins are. I'll wrap this up in about 10 seconds. Choose your wins wisely and think about who you're actually becoming rather than what the scales are saying. If you're doing things day to day, week to week that are aligned with that ideal version of yourself, it doesn't matter what the scales are saying because you know you're going to get that physical result long term. You need to be able to trust the process. And the best way to do that is get a coach because they will actually be able to tell you if what you're saying, what you set as a goal is realistic in the time frame or with what you're doing. That's it.
Nice. It's a good 10 seconds.
Thanks, bro.
I can't talk. I really can't talk right now. Where this 2 minutes thing is not working right now.
We're pretty close. We're not too bad.
Not too bad. Anyway. All right. Yeah, I agree with all that. Shall I just go to the next one?
Yep.
Sweet. I'm coming to realize that our points. You can only dance around this topic about certain key things, but a lot of it overlaps. A lot of it
100%
does overlap. So you may hear, a little bit of bouncing off each other, similar points, but there's also different, different tree branches you can take from, you know what I mean?
In case you think we're fucking stupid, there is a reason for this as well, because like a cue in the gym, you could be cueing somebody with, say, what's a good example? cueing somebody with a tricep push down, you want them to keep their humerus. I'm going to go on a fucking weird tangent here. You want them to keep their humerus straight up and down. You want to keep perpendicular to the ground, right? You don't want them doing this. Some could say, oh, tuck your elbows into your ribs. Oh, that really makes sense. Some you might say, try to bring the back of your hand to your shoulder. Oh, that makes more sense. If you can try to say the same thing in a bunch of different ways, different people are going to attach to it differently. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Essentially. Watch your mouth.
There's 1,000 ways to say something, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
There's 1,000 ways to flog it at horse.
Flog it at horse and get on that fucking
Get on that
wagon.
fucking wagon and flog your horse off.
Right. My next one. Switching plans gives you an excuse. You can blame the program instead of your own efforts.
Facts.
Yeah, that one hits home, doesn't it?
Facts.
That one's a bit of a tough one, tough pill to swallow. Well, you're blaming other shit. You're pointing at other things. Keto didn't work. It didn't work for me. It's bullshit. Or I did this challenge, or it didn't work for me. You know, went with the coach, didn't work for me. You know, we're pointing at other things. And when you're switching plans, it gives you a reason to point at something else rather than yourself. And we literally spoke about this last week. We spoke about ownership. Mm-hmm. Ownership is everything when it comes to, like pretty much everything. Creating a sense of ownership creates level of power, gives us power back into our lives that we can control. What can we do about this? As soon as we take that power away and we point the finger at something else, that power is taken away from us and we're leaving it to other things that's technically out of our control, quote unquote, quote unquote. Not really. It's only our perspective. We're thinking it's out of our control, but when we take ownership back is how we can be able to make change. Now, where do we go from here? First off, like one thing we spoke about is understanding the proper mindset, knowing and auditing when you're doing the blame game. So we go back to the victim mindset thinking. We talked about this many, many times with the potty is take ownership, be accountable, be responsible with your goals, especially when shit goes right, and especially when shit goes wrong. It's a skill. You got to learn with it. It takes time. Be objective and also subjective with your goals, with your goal progress. Very similar to what Jamie just said before. Focus on other different things that you can measure your progress in. If you're focusing on just body weights, scale weight, if you're just focusing on clothing size, scale weight's going to go like this, clothing size is going to take a lot of time. Look at the other things that actually you give a fuck about: your energy, your routine, your consistency in whatever it may be, X, Y, Z. Maybe it's objective where you can measure it. Your steps has improved, therefore I'm being more active during the day. Or subjective to say, oh my God, my vitality is high. I'm feeling so much better. I can play with the kids again.
Good point. It's good point. It's a great point. And we are making some good progress with the chest as well. It is Danny Buzz's move.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, moving a little bishy over here.
Okay.
I agree. And let's fucking move it on. We have my last point, which is, again, I'm going to reiterate the question. Why do I crave a new plan every time things get hard? And what I'm going to finish on is going to be, you've built an identity around restarting, not following through. Oh, facts.
That one's tough.
Deal with this shit all the time. People, it becomes part of your persona. I am the person that starts again. Mm-hmm. I'm the person that never finishes what I start. And typically, this is not necessarily an across-the-board thing with a lot of people, as in they will show up really well at work. They'll be able to show up for their kids the way they want to. But when it comes to themselves, they never end up showing up to the fullest. They never end up finishing what they actually start. And after a few times, that does become your identity. So you create this identity where I can start a new diet. I'll join I'll start with a coach. I will, join Pilates, do my fucking 10 sessions there. I get to session 3, session 4, I'm nowhere to be seen until that expires after 6 months. Then I've got to pay it again. You end up jumping from thing to thing to thing because that is who you are. So you believe. That is who you've become. That is the identity you've conditioned time and time and time again. It's very important that you first of all notice that in yourself. Again, we all have these certain identities that end up stemming from those bullshit beliefs and bullshit self-talk that we tell ourselves, you know? It's the little things. You saying, oh, I never finish I never finish what I start, or, you know, I'm on another diet, I'll probably be on a new one in 8 weeks, you know. It could be just a passing comment, but after a while that does get conditioned into your subconscious mind as your personality, as your identity. All right. So it's important that set the goal small enough that you are 1,000,000% confident that you can complete that task. You can complete that conditioning over that period of time. Say if you want to do something, build a habit after a month or whatnot. Make sure that you're showing up every fucking day. Get accountability. Use a friend. Get a coach, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Don't just be accountable to yourself. You must prove that you can follow through with what you say you're going to do.
Very nice.
That is number fucking one. Become that person, that ideal version of yourself, or even doesn't need to be the ideal version, a version of yourself that follows through with what they say, that can complete what they start. If you can do that, you can achieve fucking awesome things, but start with that.
Very true.
Did you move?
Yep.
You did it. Oh, no.
Stack undeniable proof. Just stack undeniable proof that you're the person that you say you are.
Watch this.
Check. Oh no.
It's okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm gonna move this bad boy across.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
My last point. So true. So true. And it starts from the things that we say to ourselves. What do we, our self-talk, you know? And those passing comments are so common. You know, when we have clients to say, like, they may say fat jokes about themselves, and
It's massive.
Stuff
That
like
was
that.
not a fat joke.
We're having problems in this episode. Oh, that's massive. Shit.
When they say fat jokes, that's massive. But it is massive.
It is massive.
Sorry, it's huge. Fuck.
It's huge.
It's,
You know what I mean?
look,
It's tough.
check.
Okay.
I'm getting fucking twisted with which ones you call.
Yeah, I know. Literally. Let's go. I can deal with this.
Okay.
I can deal with that. Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Okay. My last point is you confuse different with better, when in reality, progress comes from depth, not variety. Give it time. Give it time. People just simply do not give it enough time in the process of what they're doing. And fair enough. Like if we look at it from the frame of mind of someone who wants it quickly and stuff like that, why would you? You know, be prepared at least the next 3 months where you can see some change, let alone 6 months or 12 months. But as we speak about, consistency is compounding. That happens. We see even more progress over time. Consistency compounds. Now, how do you navigate when you're thinking different is better, when you just got to think about depth? Think about what you're nurturing. Think of it like a plant. As soon as one that you feel like is dying or it's like dehydrated, it's going to say, fuck it, I'm just going to chop it off. I'm just going to buy another plant. No, you're going to nurture it.
That's literally what I do. I'm actually not joking.
Shit guy.
Sorry.
You might have to repot it. You might have to put some new soil into it. But you're going to nurture it. You're going to feed it. Yeah, give it water. Let your habits, let your journey become more like a plant that you can nurture. So how do you do this is by focus on different standards. So you think about different standards as in rather than just chopping and changing different exercises or different approaches, whatever it may be, just focus on the depth of what you're doing right now. If you're improving in your lifting, how much can you improve in your actual technique? Or in your habits and how much you're sabotaging, with your food and stuff like that. On the flip side of that, improving your relationship with your food, that's not going to happen overnight. That's going to take time and nurturing. So you're nurturing your plants or this space of your life where you're allowing it to grow so it can blossom and you can get awesome results down the track. So improving, refining, and tweaking is absolutely everything. Something that we always talk about is failure is going to happen And all good things just take time. So think of it, it's like a plant. Just don't chop it down. Think it's just like, oh, it's on its way out. Just gonna fucking get another one. Nurture it. That's my point.
I really do appreciate that point. I just can't relate to the metaphor. That's all. Because
it's just also terrifying
I'm
because
actually joking.
I'm surrounded by a fucking jungle in this place.
You know I replaced that one and that one.
I know.
I've replaced that one twice. I replaced that one once. That's it.
Yeah.
The figs they just get ate.
My figs are good, bro. My figs
are good, but after a while.
When was the last time you potted? When was the last time you actually repotted?
Repotted? Repot them when they die. I repot them with a new plant. It's exactly how I repot them. I repot them in the bin.
That's crazy.
Take them from this pot to the bin.
That's crazy.
Anyway, that is why you want to start a new plan or you crave a new plan every time things get hard.
Yes.
You've got 6 points to run with. If you take one of those points away, nurture it, don't throw out the plant, nurture that thing, you're going to make some good progress.
Yeah.
Stick to the thing. Stick to it.
I'm really just thinking, I'm getting secondhand anxiety about the fucking line I said before because I can totally see where it looks so wrong.
They're going to not know what you're talking about because I'm cutting it out.
Exactly, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So Danny's going to jail.
Well, let's cut that out.
We'll cut that out.
Oh, man.
Do you want to do one more move before
Let's do one more move, yeah. So that was it.
I think we're making great progress.
I think we're making really good progress and let's nurture this chess game. So thanks for tuning in. If you've made it this far, leave us a like. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you're listening on YouTube, or watch it on YouTube if you're listening on Spotify. Leave us a 5 stars and a review. Again, we love doing this shit. We're picking out everyday problems for everyday people, how you could be able to maintain, sustain, and nurture this part of your life so you can keep fucking killing it for life. Not just for the next 6 weeks, not for the next challenge or whatever the fuck you want to do. No, doing what you want to do for life. So,
100%. Imagine if you just listened to Split Chef Pod once a week, every single week.
You know what's so funny? One of my clients actually, early in the day of this, as we're filming this episode, was like, for a little while there, really struggling to get a grasp on training, bit of all or nothing thinking, which is normal. Takes time until it hits a point. Momentum, killed it. Absolutely killed it. 15 kilos down. And we were chatting about it today, and she's getting a lot of compliments and heaps of people to saying like, oh my God, she's doing so well. And she's like, yeah, who knew? And she's like, I just listened to my trainer and turns out he was right and I fucking lost it because I think it was so funny. Because it's true. We say this shit because we fucking love it and we can talk from experience.
100%.
Don't fuck around, man.
100%.
100.
Make a move.
It's my move.
Yes, dude, last move of the game. Because I end up always starting, so I've got to finish on a Blaz move. Interesting. Okay. Well, on that note, we better wrap it up, otherwise we're going to keep going.
Yep.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next week.